Yo, what's up everybody? This is Coffee Mark here and I'm here to serve you a cup of World of Warcraft videos. After being a steady player of World of Warcraft, I was so pleased to hear about the release of the World of Warcraft Classic. I started playing it back in 2005, hence make me a vanilla player. And I have been playing it hardcore casual until, and I guess with the Wrath of the Lich King as well. And since then, I've been dropping in and out of every expansion. I guess a lot of the vanilla players that may be locked out before Wrath of the Lich King are considering to join in at the Classic. But they have two questions that they're asking themselves every time they're thinking about this. Do they want to log in because it's a great game? Or do they want to log in because they feel some kind of nostalgic about it? Personally, for me, I think it's because of both reasons. I really do remember World of Warcraft Classic as the greatest game I ever played. But I must also accept that I'm maybe a little bit nostalgic about it. So I would actually like to try to minimize the fact that I'm being nostalgic about it. And that's why I made this video. I want to give it a twist, and I want to share these tips or way of thinking with you. The next thing I need to state is that, well, I'm not the best World of Warcraft player in the world. I'm not even the worst. I'm just, like, pretty casual. And before I got a serious job, wife, house, kids, and all these other obstacles for gaming, I would say I was a hardcore casual. I spent a lot of time playing World of Warcraft. But for the time being, I'm just a casual dad gaming 8 to 10 hours a week. I also need to state that this video aren't what I like to call hardcore fact-based videos of deep analytics of how to gold farm and class building, nor leveling advice. Hence there are a ton of these kind of videos out on the YouTube. And a lot of the other content creators that are making these videos are far more suited to doing so. However, I am a casual, and I think it's perfect to be a casual and play World of Warcraft. And as Tips Out has stated in the former video, where the link is below, a casual player still can enjoy the most of the classic content. And hey, why shouldn't he? Well, in my opinion, casual is equal to the ultimate freedom. No strings attached. You can do whatever you want and you can take the time for it. Well, back to the point of this video. Can you have a fresh experience with World of Warcraft? And actually, do you want to? I firstly need to say that if you just want to travel back down that memory lane to do exactly what you did back in the days, it's 100% fine. But I do think that if you want to do that, you didn't start seeing this video and you are certainly not still here. Well, so get this. I bet that you have some routines in your life that you're doing on a regular basis. Well, hence it's a routine. But have you ever tried to do the same but different? Try next time you're driving home from work or doing whatever and take a small D route. You know, it's the same destination, but the road is slightly different. I bet you already have tried this and can remember this episode, the time that you did so. And this is exactly the method or paradigm I would like to use when going back into World of Warcraft Classic. It's gonna be the same, but, different. Tip number 1. Play a class you have never been playing before, or maybe try a different specialization. If you have never tried to tanking with a warrior in World of Warcraft, well, my opinion is that World of Warcraft Classic could be the perfect opportunity. It will give you a fresh feeling of doing the same game, but different. I know that this can seem pretty obvious that you can change and you can twitch the game as you want, just only trying small implementation. Tip number 1. Play a class you have never been playing before, or maybe try a different specialization. If you have never tried to tanking with a warrior in World of Warcraft, well, my opinion is that World of Warcraft Classic could be the perfect opportunity. And tip number 2 is that you can maybe try to pick a race you maybe never have been playing before. That could also give you a new quest line and like a new starting area, would all will feel like new. And tip number 3 is, yeah, maybe mostly for myself, but when I've been playing World of Warcraft back in the days, I was always really bad at the professions. I didn't spend that much time on it because I was just out raiding or PvPing or whatever, and the profession was, like something I did when I had the time for it. But this time around, I'm going to level up the profession as fast as I can and spend a lot of time on them. And tip number four, and this is where things are going to get a little bit shaky, and maybe I think the most of people would wouldn't agree upon this, but why not change the faction? Seriously, I've been playing Alliance for the last what 10, 10 years. I've never played the Horde because like that was a thing. If you're on the Alliance side, you should not play the Horde, and like the other way around. But think about it. If you're playing the Horde, you will get a new starting area, new quest lines, everything's gonna feel new. And for me personally, I'm definitely gonna start a horde to try something new. Because I know that if I'm going to play on the alliance side, I will gonna start human and it's gonna be a mage because that's what I did last time I logged in for the first time in World of Warcraft. And I don't want to go back down that road again. In general, try to walk left in the game every time you want to walk right and see what's happened. Another thing I'm going to do with my journey with the return of the World of Warcraft is to start streaming and thereby document that a casual gaming dad still can enjoy playing World of Warcraft 3 times 3 hours a week. And my streaming channel is going to be really relaxed and contain numerous discussions regarding everything in World of Warcraft, in life, about being an adult and have been playing video games for your whole life. And all this is seasoned with a little bit of Danish humor. But until I can log in World of Warcraft Classic again, I'm still continuing making videos that has a more soft approach of playing World of Warcraft and in general just being a gaming dad. So, do you have any inputs or anything you would like that I'm making a video about? Just write on this channel or send me a personal message. And until then, you can join me on Twitch/CoffeeMark, where I start streaming when Classic starts, and you can be a part of my journey. And everybody, really everybody, is welcome. I'm just doing this because I think it's fun, and personally, World of Warcraft means a lot for me. So until that, empty up, muckers.